China has announced that it will take strong and decisive measures to protect its interests after the implementation of the 100% tariff imposed by the United States. The legitimate development rights of the Chinese people are unshakable. China's sovereignty, security, and developmental interests are inviolable, said Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Liu Jian at a press briefing in Beijing on April 9th. The statement was made after the 100% tariff imposed by the United States on China came into effect. The United States continues to abuse tariffs to exert pressure on China. China strongly opposes this and will never accept such bullying tactics. We will continue to take strong and decisive measures to protect our legitimate rights and interests, Liu added, without specifying what these measures would be. From 0:01 on April 9 U.S. time, the counter-tariffs ranging from 11 to 84% on goods from dozens of major U.S. trading partners came into effect. Imports from the European Union, Malaysia, Japan, South Korea, and India are subject to tariffs of 20 to 26%. China faces the highest counter-tariff rate of 84%, raising its total supplementary tariff burden in President Donald Trump's second term to 100%. President Trump believes that counter-tariffs will restore lost manufacturing capabilities in the U.S. by forcing foreign companies to set up headquarters in the country rather than producing elsewhere. However, many economists have expressed doubts about Trump's assessment. China is a major economic rival, but also a key trading partner of the United States. Within 48 hours of President Trump announcing the new counter-tariff policy, which caused global market turmoil, China quickly responded on April 4th with a series of retaliatory tariff measures targeting U.S. goods and businesses. China announced it would impose an additional 34% tariff on all goods imported from the U.S. Effective from April 10th, the country also implemented other measures, such as restricting exports of certain rare earth materials to the U.S. and placing 11 U.S. companies on an unreliable entity list. Additionally, China filed a complaint with the World Trade Organization (WTO) over the U.S. tariff measures. When Trump announced on April 7th that he would raise tariffs on U.S. imports from China to more than 100%, the world's second-largest economy did not back down. In a press briefing on April 7th, spokesperson Liu Jian argued that the U.S. tariffs on all trading partners, including China, violate the legitimate rights and interests of countries, breach WTO regulations, undermine the multilateral trade system based on rules, and disrupt the global economic order. The Ministry of Commerce of China stated today that the country has firm will and abundant potential in the trade war with the U.S. China will firmly take countermeasures and fight to the end if the U.S. continues to escalate economic and trade restrictions, the ministry said, though it did not mention whether it would increase tariffs on U.S. imports.